We are back with Lostbelt for Yuga Kshetra. We are going to now begin Section 12. Let's get in there. Big story time. Section 12. Advancement Impulse. People and the Girl. Honestly, I don't think the name on your birth certificate matters that much. What really matters is what people think of you and what they call you. That says so much more about who you really are than a name in some database ever could. Just look at all the famous historical figures who aren't known by the names they were given at birth. You even had some in Chaldea, like Billy the Kid and Blackbeard, right? So there's no reason why I can't. Nice try, spit it out. Will you listen to me? This is important, damn it! Oh, the hell with it. It's Aro, okay? My old name is Myorenji Aro. Myorenji Aro? So that's your real name? I had a feeling you were Japanese. So where the heck did pepperoncino come from? So you had your suspicions all along, did you, Gouda? You're surprisingly observant, aren't you, you little devil? I'm surprised you figured that out before I did when I've known Pepe longer, Senpai. I guess I still have a lot to learn about being more observant. Anyway, it really doesn't mean anything to me, so I'd rather you just keep calling me Sexy Pepe like always. In fact, don't even bother calling me that other name, because I won't respond. Fo-fo! And don't ask me anything else about where I came from, or who I was before Chaldea. Besides, there's nothing there that isn't in my teammate profile. All you need to know is that after I left Japan for the West and started really enjoying my life, one thing led to another and I ended up getting to know some people at the clock tower. Eventually, Marsbury invited me to Chaldea, saying my combat experience was just what he needed to make up for the academic bent of all the other mages. And now, here we are. So then you must have been born to a mage family, right? Shugendo, was it? I'd love to learn more about it since it's the foundation of Far East magecraft and all. Please? Don't try to milk the whole little girl appearance thing. It's demeaning. I've heard that Shugendo is a mixture of Buddhism and mountain worship unique to Japan. Did Mosbury bring you on to serve as Teamay's guide? Or perhaps an overseer of sorts? Survival is crucial when race-shifting to an unfamiliar location, after all. Perhaps it was your job to keep an eye on the others to ensure they could survive even in harsh environments? I'll say it was something like that, and just leave it there. I remember you saying something about being able to use divine power before. But then, how come the names of the spells you use in battle don't sound anything like Shugendo? Well, that's just because I made them up myself. Traditional Japanese names are just lacking a certain je ne sais quoi. Anyway, as much as I love me, I'd love a different topic of conversation even more. Shouldn't we be discussing our next course of action? He makes a good point. Honestly, I don't care what his name is. We should be trying to figure out how we can possibly take down Arjuna. Yes, you're absolutely right. I do think we're on the right track, but I can't help but think we're still missing something crucial. Alright, enough stalling. You've got something in mind, don't you? Huh? Who, me? Yes, you. It's obvious you know something, just like you did earlier. It's written all over your face. She sure doesn't want for conviction. Well, you've got me. David really is something else. I guess this is what you call natural intuition. The more godlike a god is, the stronger they are. That's it in a nutshell. And it's exactly what we needed to be reminded of.
What do you mean?
It couldn't be more basic. Think about it. What makes a god a god? Here, let me put it another way. Which kind of god do you think is stronger? One nobody's ever heard of, or one everybody believes in and prays to? Now I see. Basic indeed. A fact so elementary that I failed to consider it. I can't tell if you're serious or if this is just sour grapes. There's something similar for servants too. I think it's called a fame bonus.
Oh yeah, now that you've pointed it out, it really is a simple problem. The reason Arjuna is a god here isn't just because he collected every divinity in this land for himself. It's also because the people here worship him as a god. But what would happen if they didn't consider him a god anymore?
His divine strength would be reduced.
Precisely, Director. I still don't quite get it, guys. It means the fewer people who believe Arjuna is a god, the weaker he'll become.
Ganesha's super popular, so I don't have any idea what it feels like to have faith in you fade away. No, really.
I see. So this is like asking where I can be a greater hero, the India that knows me, or this India that doesn't. By virtue of who I am, I can of course be a great hero in either, but there is still bound to be a difference. If these two versions of me were to throw their Brahmastras at each other, the victor would surely be the one from the India that knows me, and there would definitely be an observable gap between the two.
Now I get it. So then, how can we get people here to stop believing in Arjuna?
Well, we're already heading somewhere where we can figure that out.
Dival, then you're saying my resistance was not for naught at all?
Not at all. If anything, you already did the hardest work of making our first toehold. I'm super grateful.
To be honest, I've had my doubts of my actions here. While I never doubted my conviction that this world was wrong and desperately needed to be fixed, I did wonder if my efforts here were meaningful, and whether there was anything to be gained by involving the people of this land in my fight. This war I started. People have gotten hurt. I may be a queen and a commander, but I'm not so saintly as I am made out to be. I still have doubts. I do believe in what I'm doing, but I'm not so naive that I never thought to question it. I've never forgotten what one of the locals told me back when this began. They said that what I was doing was meaningless, that I was pointlessly endangering innocents, even getting them hurt. But it wasn't meaningless after all, was it?
It sure wasn't. Your village is showing us the way forward. Now we just need to keep spreading the gospel, so to speak. It might not be easy, but your village has proven that these people can change their minds. Who's to say the same can't happen somewhere else?
You're right. Once we get back to Dival, I'll talk to the villagers and ask them to help us spread this movement. I expect the people of this land will be much more receptive to them than they would to someone like me.
Sure, but every movement needs a charismatic leader like yourself, you know.
Oh. A movement to get the people of the current world to resist the state of it. I know that would help us, but...
Oh, I see you've realized the paradox with this plan, Mashi. Figured you might.
Good. Our plan of action is set. Then let's be on our way. You know, I think I feel even lighter on my feet now. Speak for yourself. All the bad karma I racked up as an unemployed bum is still weighing me down. I wish there was a wagon or something here right now. I wouldn't even have to have any seats. Really, I don't care what I ride on as long as I don't have to walk.
Fo.
Did you just jump on me like I'm the one who should be giving you a ride, you weird cat thing? Ganesha is no mere pack mule. Do you think you're more important than a god? I mean, you're really cute, so I guess you can ride, but still.
You. Dawn of the 7th day.
Uh-oh.
What happened here? Lady Lakshmi, you're back. Thank goodness. I'm glad you're all right. What in the world? No, wait. I know what happened here now. It's them. Yes, it's the sacred beasts. A number of them suddenly showed up all at once, even though no one had died and the Kali weren't attacking us. We can figure out why later. Right now, there are buildings being destroyed and people being attacked. I'm sure you know what it is we need to do, Master.
We have to help them.
Damn it. I knew it. Does this mean you won't let me forget after all? That takes care of all the sacred beasts. But I'm afraid... our village... Why? Why did this happen?
We drove away other sacred beasts and defeated Neja here only a few days ago. Unfortunately, it is no surprise that this town may have drawn the enemy's notice.
Forgive me. It's all right, Lady Lakshmi. This wasn't your fault. We just weren't strong enough. There were more of them than we were expecting, and some were bigger than any sacred beast we'd ever seen before. Besides, they may have crushed our wall and destroyed our homes, but we still have our lives. At least, that's how those of us who survived feel. But what are you gonna do now? That wall was there to keep you safe from the Kali, right? Now that it's been destroyed...
Forget fighting back. You can't even live here with your village in ruins like this. Based on my experience as a king, my suggestion is to abandon the village. I think that is your only choice. I understand how you feel, but there's just no way you can rebuild your defenses before the next Kali Yuga. As I see it, your only option is to stay in the closest nearby town. I think that would be Bichu, until the Kali Yuga is over.
No, they can't! It's alright, Lady Lakshmi. He's right. We know we don't have any other choice. I hate to leave the village I grew up in, but we can always rebuild. We can't bring people back to life.
I see. I may not be your king, but I commend your decision nonetheless. You are strong and brave people, and you should be proud of that. We'll be with you every step of the way.
Yes, Master, of course we will. Although, I am a little uneasy about what'll happen once we get there. Hey, no point worrying about that now. Besides, that mayor guy looked like he'd turn over a new leaf. I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Oh my, what a terrible hardship you've all been through. Well, I don't see any need to discuss this with the others. Of course you can all stay here.
Thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your kindness and hospitality.
Think nothing of it. This is what neighbors are for. The important thing is that you're all safe and sound. Make yourselves comfortable in the town hall for now. We can figure out what to do next once you're settled in.
Told ya! Oh, thank goodness. This is such a relief. My sins truly do run deep. God is within me. What do you think? I know you won't answer me, but I also know that you're listening. And that's why I asked you back then what it was I should do. And now here we are. I know what I'm doing and I've made my peace with it. But even so, now that things have come to this, I can't help but wonder. The village is in ruins, lives have been lost, and people are grieving. Who can say this isn't the result of getting caught in that inescapable current? Is what we're doing here truly worth deceiving the Chaldeans? Aha, so this is where you've been hiding. I was just taking a midnight walk. What brings you here? Oh, it's you. I was doing the same. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd sit out and watch the moon. I see, I see. The moon really is lovely tonight. May I join you? I think it best if you don't. If you mistake me for your wife again and try to, for instance, put your arm around me, we would lose a valuable fighter. Forgive me. I meant no offense. Though I have no romantic feelings for you, I should still have chosen my words more carefully. My humblest apologies, Lakshmi. I'm afraid you'll have to enjoy the night sky alone, young king of bygone days. I'm going back to get some sleep. Strange. I don't even know how to describe this feeling.
Dawn of the 8th day.
Whoa, it's such a surprise to wake up and see you here. Good morning, mister.
Morning! I see you're as cute as ever today, Asha.
Eh? Nobody's ever called me cute before. You really surprised me. Good morning, Asha. Good morning, Why do you have that axe, Ajay?
Damn, Ulu. It's for my job, of course.
My dad's a great lumberjack. He can cut down a tree this big in no time.
A lumberjack, huh? That's a fine line of work. People can always use more wood.
Shut up. So you're the ones who brought the people from Deval here, huh? This town doesn't have that much to spare either. You will regret that.
No, we won't. Prakash welcomed them with open arms just yesterday. We were just about to...
There you are!
Hello, Prakash. Is everything alright? You seem upset.
I heard why you had to leave your village. It's because a pack of sacred beasts attacked it. Our god's own holy agents. The sacred beast would never destroy a village unless it needed to be destroyed. It must have been irredeemably evil. No one from that village is welcome here.
Hold it! We told you ourselves what brought us here. We told you what we had done to earn the beast's ire and our reasons for doing so. You had no problem with any of it yesterday. You said that loving your neighbor was the most noble act anyone could...
Oh yes, I heard all about what you did. You abandoned your prayers and turned your backs on our god. You took up corrupt arms against Kali and sacred beast alike, and slaughtered them with your own barbaric hands. I did feel sorry for you, as I assumed you must have had no other choice, but that has nothing to do with our town. And yet you still had the gall to come here and shamelessly ask us for help. The sheer audacity of it all! Your insolence sickens me!
Wait, how are we back to this whole song and dance? Oh, I know, this is his evil twin, right?
Do you truly believe I would ever be deceived by such a simple trick? If a mere evil twin were all it took to fool me, I would shutter my business and retire to Sussex.
Yeah, you're all filthy barbarians! That's why the sacred beast purified your village!
You brought this on yourselves! You should all be ashamed!
Now the villagers are joining in.
They were all fine with this yesterday. What happened? Did they get brainwashed overnight or something?
You might be closer to the mark than you think. It's said that people's hearts grow cold when a yuga cycle, even a normal one, nears its end. That lines up with my experiences too, but it's still a shock to see them change so much so quickly.
Why is everyone so angry now? I don't like this.
I told you so.
Of course, I expect there is a bit of variance between individuals as far as this change is concerned. What a fascinating metaphysical law.
Never mind that now, look!
Shut up! You have no idea what we've been through!
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of forgetting the people I've loved.
Don't you talk like that to us, you heretics! You heretics! We are good people who keep the gods' laws!
That's right! We want nothing to do with your blasphemy!
I don't like this. The last thing we want is people fighting each other.
I don't suppose it would be any better if they were fighting things that aren't people? Like, say, a pack of decidedly inhuman things that are headed towards the town as we speak?
Well, it is the Dvapara Yuga now. This is about the time when they start to pick up the pace.
It's the Kali! The Kali are here! Okay, everyone! Get ready to pray!
Is this it? Does this mean we were never any match for the Kali to begin with?
Don't give up! Our greatest strength is our ability to work together. Follow my lead, I'll clear a way forward.
Right!
I can't believe it! They really are fighting back! Yeah, I don't get it. The ones in the weird outfits aside, they're just regular people, same as us, right? Why would they do that?
Mister...
Kali broke through the wall! God protect me! God protect us all! Damn it. Now I've done it. It's all their fault. Now that they've shown us we can fight back ourselves, my body just moved on its own. Well, there's nothing to be done for it now. Come on, Asha!
Father!
Prayers aren't gonna do anything now that that wall's broken. The only thing I can depend on now is my axe. We're getting out of here, Asha. Those people are Ulu, but we've still got better odds sticking with them.
Okay.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Hold on, I'm coming with you. I'm not gonna let myself get eaten without a fight. Help! Wait up, I'm coming too.
Master, look! More people are joining us in the fight. And not to get away from the Kali, but to help the people they're attacking.
That's a big help and all, but...
As I thought, there's nothing more inspiring than the sight of ordinary people valiantly fighting for their lives. Compared to that, a mere queen can only do so much. Of course, as I think someone once said, it also matters how brightly the one standing at the forefront shines. There it is again. You two have had that sad look on your faces ever since we decided to try and win more people over to the Resistance. Is there something wrong with the people of this land fighting back? If there is, then please tell me.
Ah, yes, we haven't yet told you precisely what will happen once this Lostbelt's tree of emptiness is cut down, have we? I'll let you decide whether or not to tell her. Of course we're gonna tell her, but we can't right now. It's not exactly the best time.
Gouda is right. I am commanding this mission and I have no plans to hide the truth. But this isn't the sort of thing you just drop on someone in the middle of battle. So, for the time being, I'd ask that you just focus on winning this fight. The rest can wait until after that.
I haven't heard much about this either. Whatever it is, it sounds very important.
Oh!
Lakshmi, we'll explain everything after this battle, I promise. But there are even more Kali headed this way right now. We need to deal with them before we... Eh? An arrow just blasted those Kali away. Where did it come from? I can't believe it. It looked to me like it came from outside the town.
Gotta keep things, even our god's judgment, at least sort of fair, seeing as I'm his servant and all. If the Kali unfairly outnumber the sacred beasts, it's my job to thin the herd, even if it is a pain in the ass.
This is not good. I was hoping we could take our time with him after dealing with Asclepius, but now he's shown up on his own. The archer, William Tell, must have killed those Kali from quite a distance. Be careful, Master.
Eh? You're telling me he nailed them from that far away? Even a sniper rifle would have trouble at that range.
Remember, he is a servant, and an archer at that. We should assume his arrows are infused with magical energy. Nor can we assume his crossbow is less deadly than a modern assault rifle merely because it appears to be old-fashioned.
Nonetheless, the sheer distance is absurd. Even my sharp eyes can't clearly make out his position. True, this is too much, even for a first-rate archer. Maybe the divinity he was given has something to do with it. An agent of God and the sacred beasts have come to save us. I knew our prayers would be answered. We're saved, everyone. We're going to be okay now.
Damn Ulu. I don't know how I know this, but if those arrows end up hitting one of us by mistake, I can tell the god wouldn't lift a finger to help us. Stay back, Asha. Don't you dare get in front of me. I mean it.
I won't. Thank you, Father. This is going to be a difficult fight. Those arrows may be taking out Kali right now, but there's no telling when they might come flying towards us. I'm going to focus first and foremost on keeping you safe, Master. Whatever you do, make sure to stay behind my shield. That's the last of the Kali. But now... the sniper hasn't stopped. He's going after us now.
This is hardly a surprise. Given how openly you have been opposing their god's rule, it makes sense he would be unwilling to let this chance pass him by. The good news is, neither Asclepius nor Ashvatthama are anywhere nearby. I suspect he just happened to catch sight of you while dealing with the Kali and decided to pick you off as well while he was at it.
Forget the cool-headed analysis, damn it! Make sure you keep a wall between you at all times. Find a shadow to hide in.
We are, but it's not...
How the hell is he seeing you guys?
And how the hell is he able to still snipe at you? The only way this makes sense is if the arrows can go around obstacles.
That might be exactly what's happening. I have an idea or two of how that could work.
I was just told to share some more facts about India since I don't have anything better to do right now. The Lokapala inside this guy is probably Vayu, the god of wind. He'd be a great fit for an archer. Hanuman's spiritual father, huh? That would explain how he was able to fly so nimbly. It could also explain how he's able to control his arrows so freely across such vast distances. Vayu is also the spiritual father of Arjuna's brother, Bhima, said to possess unparalleled strength. Gods don't come much bigger than him. So, how are you going to fight him? I'm still barely managing to deflect his arrows, but the longer this goes on...
Foe!
The usual way to handle an archer is to close the distance and negate their range advantage. What do you say, Master? Shall we try that?
Yeah, well, let's give it a shot.
Wait, it's not safe to make a move without a plan. We can only deal with his arrows right now because keeping our feet planted lets us focus on every direction at once. She's right. One wrong move and that delicate balance would be lost. You're our most vulnerable target here by far, Gura. If even one arrow makes it past MASH, it's game over. You see, I knew shut-ins were the most powerful class around. We'll have to make ourselves comfortable and settle in for the long haul here. Step 1, break out the kotatsu.
No, by definition, that won't get us anywhere. I'll just have to go out there myself and settle this as quickly as... I guess that won't work either. So we have a bit of a problem.
At this rate, things aren't looking good either way. I can't afford to be concerned about appearances now. Maybe this is the time to come clean. But I can't help but wonder. What are they hiding? I know they don't mean me harm and that they're just as devoted to winning this war as I am. But why do I sense such grim determination in their efforts? Mister, are you guys okay? Please, stay back, Asha. We're fine, I promise.
Damn Ulu! I told you to stay behind me!
Right, I should have known. Whatever it is they're not telling me, it doesn't matter. We have more immediate concerns. Your father is right. Both of you should stay back. But I do have one favor to ask. There must be a wagon somewhere in this town. Or even just a single horse and cart. Would you bring them here? Lakshmi.
Is there some reason I should listen to you?
No, there isn't. I'm asking a favor. No, not even that. I'm willing to offer payment in return. There's nothing wrong with motivating people with money or goods. I learned that back in the rebellion. To be clear, there They are the ones who will be paying, not me. Gouda, you must have something in the way of food or valuables, do you not?
Well, if you're okay with the stash of jewels we have on the border.
You have jewels? Alright, I should be able to sell those for money to buy food. I'll be back soon. Come on, Asha.
Oh, okay. What's all this about? I have a plan. A plan that will let us take down that archer even while he continues to snipe at us. That sounds just like what we need right now. What exactly do you have in mind? Yeah, I don't see what we could do with a horse and cart except use them to charge straight at him. And that sounds like it'd be real hard. What if the archer shoots the driver? Or the horse? And if we keep them safe, that would leave Gouda wide open. I know that. Unfortunately, it's difficult to explain, but I can say this. You will all ride the cart, I will ride the horse, and I will see you to him safely. I promise. You're certain about this? Don't worry. I'll do this just as I have always done things and work just as hard. No, even harder. That way we'll be sure to get there. She's smiling. Does that mean she really is that confident in her plan?
How's this?
That's fine. You can go now. Just leave the horse there. But miss... And that goes for you too. No need to worry about me. Just go and hide before you get hit by a stray arrow. Good. All right. On my signal, you all get into the cart. I'll get the horse moving once you're all in. Don't worry about anything except keeping Gouda safe until we get there. Got it? Got it. Good answer. All right. Let's go.
Oh, so they came out, huh? Looks like they're planning to ride that horse-drawn cart all the way here. Of course, they must have known I'd pick off the horse first if they tried something like that. Well, let's see what they had in mind to deal with it.
His first bolt will probably be coming up any moment now. Keep your guard up. I will, but I expect he'll go after the horse first. Or maybe you. Please make sure you keep your guard up too. Lakshmi! I'm fine. It's just my shoulder. No need to slow down.
The hell? I know I was aiming for the horse. How did I miss? I pride myself on being a good hunter. I shouldn't have any problem taking down a domesticated farm animal. Let's try that again.
Oh no! Lakshmi, you've been shot again! I'm fine. All you need to worry about is keeping Master safe.
Whoa, what the hell? What's going on here? The horse kicked up a stone that knocked my arrow off course, and deflected it into the rider. This is freaking me out. I don't need to be hitting anything other than what I was aiming at. Let's try a different target. I'll use Valu's power to aim for the master 5 meters off to the side. Damn, it happened again. It was a bird this time. How does hitting a bird's feather knock my shot off course and into the rider again? What is going on here? Is it a noble phantasm, a skill,
some innate trait.
Lakshmi! Hang on, I can deflect those arrows with my... Stay there! Don't worry, this is just part of who I am. You being here would only muddy it. Or maybe you'd make it clearer. Lakshmi! I told you, don't worry. These shots won't kill me. They weren't aimed at me. Of course, if one of them does come directly for me, then it'll need to be deflected. But that's a job for my sword and my sword alone.
Weird. It doesn't matter if I aim for the horse, the wheels, or the master. Everything hits the rider. It's like everything surrounding them is working to make sure I only hit her. But none of them are enough to kill her. Makes sense since I wasn't trying to. Okay then, new plan. We'll just kill you first.
There! He started to aim for me directly. I knew he would eventually, that's more like it. He certainly has earned his fame. I can hardly tell where the shots are coming from, and it's all I can do to deflect them and avoid dying. Don't make me repeat myself again, I'm not slowing down. Just think about what you're going to do when we get there. You can't stop me! I've always fought for my country. How could I not? It was true during the Sepoy's rebellion, and it's true now. I wasn't fighting for some greater meaning. I just had to keep moving forward to protect what I held dear. So that's what I did. Even before I knew what I was doing, I wavered. I even hesitated, but I never stopped. The meaning can come later. What pushes me forward are the reasons that lie behind me. I know what lies behind me now isn't my own country. I know it's not my homeland, Jhansi. But they are still people, just like the people of my country were. What lies behind me, then and now, are people. People with homes, livelihoods, and families. So I'm not stopping for anything, Goddess. Whatever happens to me, and no matter how ugly things get, I can't stop until I get where I need to go.
Damn it!
We're here. To think you never hit your target even once, William Tell. Talk about bad luck.
All those arrows fired, and I still couldn't slow you down. I guess you were even more slippery quarry than that scumbag of a Vogt, Gessler.
We did it, Master! We made contact with the enemy! You okay, Lakshmi? I'm fine. But as I said, I'm afraid the rest of you will have to take it from here. I still don't know how you did that, but we could never have made it here without your help. We won't let your efforts go to waste. Let's do this, Master! His long-range attacks aren't going to be much help now. There's no way we're losing in a close-range fight.
Foe!
They're too damn close. I'm in trouble here. Time to get the hell out.
Hey, after all that, you're just gonna run away? Have you no honor?
Tell! I thought you were a good man who cared about his family.
That's right. I know your story too. You were given an impossible task, by the wicked Vought who ruled over your town, and you somehow won, all to protect your family. You are a great hero who fought for justice and freedom. So why are you doing this?
I don't know what you're on about. I'm just a hunter servant, bound by contract to do what his master orders. That's all there is to it. It's not my place to decide how this world should be. Woods are woods as far as I'm concerned.
Get back here! Don't bother, you're in no shape to go after him. We got some good hits in, that's enough for now. Though it does sting knowing we've now let both him and Asclepius get away.
He certainly made a quick getaway. Either he's using the Wind God's power, or that was his own innate skill. That aside, did you notice how unmatched he was by the end? It seems you did quite a number on him. Considering how his initial assault had you pinned down to start, I would say this was a victory well earned.
Indeed. And we owe it all to you, Lakshmi Bai. Your plan was more than a little reckless, but I have to admit that it worked. Although, I still don't know how all those arrows ended up hitting you. I was wondering the same thing. I mean, if any of us were going to be a human shield, I figured you guys would have made me do it for obvious reasons. How'd you do that? Not that I want to learn how myself. The only thing you'd get from sticking me with arrows is a bunch of lard and hot air leaking out. That was my inner goddess's power. I see. I never knew the goddess Lakshmi had any such ability. Alright, that's enough. I was curious about that, but not overly so. Right now, I say we head back to town and rest up before things get really busy. Huh? What do you mean by that?
Hey, Ulu. Teach me how to fight.
Eh?
And not just me. These guys too. Now that we know it's possible to fight back, we've got no choice. You showed us the truth, so now you've got to help us learn to do it better.
This is wonderful. They've all chosen to resist the Kali of their own accord. But that also means... You stood up bravely against the Kali and exposed yourself to unseen arrows. You should be proud, Lakshmi. It was not your words that inspired these people to fight back, but your actions. Oh yeah, you were like a saint or something. The way you charged ahead so recklessly and literally suffered the arrows of misfortune. I don't blame these guys for being impressed. A saint? As if that was ever possible. At any rate, I'm happy to see you all ready and willing to fight. The fewer people believe Arjuna's a god, the weaker he'll get. Looks like we just took our first step towards that.
We'll have to keep it up then.
You don't sound very excited by this. That does it. I think it's time we found somewhere to talk. Alright, out with it. Would you tell me what's going on already? What is it you know that I don't? Does saving these people have some larger implication I'm unaware of? Master...
Okay, I'll tell you everything. After an act like that, she deserves to know.
That can't be true!
It is. Once we defeat this Lostbelt's king and cut down its tree of emptiness, this version of India will disappear forever, along with all of its people. So I'm afraid that even if their rebellion is successful, there is no future for them. The only people who will benefit from our winning this war are us.
I see. I had a feeling something like that was going on here. Then, even if these people win back their liberty, they're doomed to disappear. And you knew this all along! Lakshmi! Oh no! You guys really surprised me. Are you fighting? Please don't fight. No, we weren't fighting, exactly. Really? Good. That's a relief. So what is it? Is there something you wanted to see us about? Well, I just wanted to thank you for saving us, and to give you this. You looked like you were hurt pretty badly, so I brought you some bandages and medicine. Are you okay, miss? I'm fine. Thank you. You really do look okay now. Maybe I was just seeing things. Well, anyway, I'm so glad you're okay. We're the ones who should be thanking you for getting us that horse and stuff. Thanks. I'm sorry. I need to be alone right now. Got it.
Just give her a nod.
Master.
It's nothing, Mash. She is also a heroic spirit from proper human history. In time, I believe she will understand. But for now, I think it best that we give her some space. Okay, I think this is where she told me to meet her. Alien waifu! She's really staring at me hard.
There you are. I'm sorry to impose, but I had to talk to you alone.
Looks like that girl is gone. Don't worry about it. So what's up?
I want to ask you something, and I think you know what it is.
Oh shit, a late night tryst with Lakshmi Bai.
I want to know what you think about the people of this world, and about what's going to happen to them. For the moment, I would like to put aside our various titles, Master, Servant, Queen, Mage, and so on, and simply ask your opinion, one person to another. I want to know your honest thoughts without worrying about what anyone else might think.
There are some things I'm still not sure about, even now, but... For now, I'm going to tell her what I'm thinking as best I can.
I see. So in the end, this is the only path available to you. Outside of this India, proper human history, Earth itself has been almost completely destroyed. And to save it, you have no choice but to cut down these trees of emptiness.
Yeah, that's what I'm fighting for.
You remind me of myself back during the rebellion.
You mean the one in India from your time?
Back then, I never thought about what the future might hold. There were only things I had to do, and only one path available to me. The path of fighting to protect my homeland. So that's what I did. I didn't have some larger plan in mind, like driving every last one of the British out of India, or destroying Britain itself. The truth is, I never stopped to think about what the future might hold. Though it should have been obvious that, win or lose, there would be more to be done once the war was over. Then again, I suppose my options were so limited, and the path I had to walk so difficult, that I didn't have the luxury of thinking about anything besides what was right in front of me. Still, regardless of what the future might hold, if I know the path I'm taking is the right one, and I know I have to go down it, then that's exactly what I'll do. I think deep down that's just who I am. What I'm trying to say is, I think I'm in no position to judge anyone for the hard choices they have to make under unprecedented circumstances. At any rate, I'm glad you told me what you really think. Just knowing that you do feel bad for the people in these Lostbelts is something of a relief.
So what are you going to do now?
I still don't like this. But I also have no intention of letting this false god continue to have his way with these people. We may ultimately only be putting this problem off until later, but right now the only way to protect them is to keep doing what I've been doing. So that's what I'm going to do.
I hope this means you'll keep helping us.
You're an odd one, aren't you? Not many people could say something like that so readily. You know, I have to ask, why did you come here when I asked you to? Didn't it occur to you that I might decide to kill you in order to keep these people safe?
You give it some thought, and say, you felt the same way she did. You go on, ignoring her perplexed expression. You say that, just as she called you here to talk to you person to person, you also felt like you had a responsibility to do the same for her.
Oh right, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. This isn't to judge or condemn you. I just want to make sure I understand. Is it true that you have erased the people in 3 other Lostbelts already?
Yes, it is.
What an expression. I can tell he's not lying, or gone mad with power. Neither is he ignorant of what he's done, willfully or otherwise. This perfectly ordinary human child simply knows what he has done, and accepted it as best he can. Alright. That's all I had to say. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late. I said that you and I have some things in common, and you've shown me that we have no choice but to walk the same path. So for the time being, nothing needs to change. I will continue to fight this false god alongside you. We may disagree on some things, but right now that shared goal is all that matters. You may treat me the same as that pepperoncino person. If you think it best to be wary of me or to get rid of me, then you're free to do so.
Don't worry. I trust you. Thanks.
I wonder, could you still say that if you knew my ugly secret?